in your choice of saying that you assumed a spherical Earth when you were making these observations, because you did make that statement. So I can only go by with what you said earlier. So yeah. I understand what you're saying.
Well, here's the thing. You don't actually have to take my word for it, because as Southern Fucktard, Israelite said in the live chat, saying they match doesn't prove that they match. Correct, which is why I linked it down below so that you can see it yourself. In that link, you will see them actually. In this link, you will see a 50-minute long hangout where they build the model, they go over the observations, the day the observation was taken, the camera used, the location that they were at, and the bridge in question. And you see that with all of those parameters taken into account, the round Earth model was on the correct side of that equal sign. And if you don't believe me, go check it out for yourself. That's why I provided the links.
That's great, and I will make sure that I do look at that. But since I can't do that right now, what was the prediction that you made about the planar model? What was the prediction?
The prediction was to see the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway. So Lake Pontchartrain Causeway is going to have a certain tapering if it was on a flat Earth. On a curved Earth, the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway is going to have that. It's going to have a curving arc, and that curve is very specific. If it curves too much, then it doesn't match the round Earth model that is accepted. If it curves too little, then it's more likely to be the case that the Earth is flat than anything else. So what we did was that we said, hey, listen, let's just record and see what happens. So we went out there and we let the cameras do the talking for us. We let reality speak for itself. We didn't go out there trying to prove a paradigm. We went out there so that the paradigm could be disproven if reality disagreed with it. And guess what? The only model that actually agreed with reality was the round Earth model. And that was not a conclusion until after all the data points were gathered. So this wasn't a presupposition. This was a conclusion based on evidence gathered in the field. Something apparently FE Core is unable to do.
All right. Well, I've taken up a lot of Scotty's time, so I don't know if he wants to jump in or...
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, hey, Red, have you seen a video by Martin D. Meta Doubles? He also does the same observations on Lake Pontchartrain, and what he comes back with is no curves to be seen. And science is testable and repeatable, so I'm not going to verify that this is a claim of curvature until I've seen somebody else do it with somebody from both sides. You know what I mean? Because there's videos where there's no curve as well.
Well, that's why I invited him again. With two Nikon P900s and a P1000 in my arsenal, dude, there's plenty to go around. Why don't you come down to Lake Pontchartrain and we can all do it on the same day? And that way, when you all are seeing curvature as predicted by the round Earth model, you will not be able to make an excuse in real time because you're seeing it right there in front of you. And you also won't be able to make the excuse that's CGI because you're recording it yourself.
Okay, well, we'll see when that time comes, buddy. And not only that, so what you're saying is the Earth's movement has no relation to the heliocentric model? Yes or no?
Well, I'm not talking about the heliocentric model. I'm talking about the round Earth. The round Earth.
Okay, now, what do you think it's round for?
Why do I think it's round?
Yeah.
Because all the evidence points to that.
Besides observations in the sky, what actual measurable proof do you have that the Earth is round down here? Not up there, down here in reality.
Okay, so first of all, observations you make above your head can actually tell you a lot about what's under your feet, but you can also go back to the observations that I made with the rocket launches, and you can also show the observations that I made on the ground looking at Lake Pontchartrain, and what I did with the Tico Power Station, and what I did with the Chicago skyline at the Dumont Dunes, or whatever the fuck it's called. I actually did these observations with the equipment that you guys tell me to use.
Is there a reason why you don't let people use your material on their channels and you say that you'll copyright strike them?
No, I never said that. And
I've heard that quite a few times. You actually saying that if anyone uses your videos, you will copyright strike them. I've heard this on many occasions, mate. So you're bullshitting. And
okay, so people
can use your videos.
Say this.
And
hang on, let me go ahead and say this. Let's go ahead and say that is true. What relevance does that have? It is
true.
Let's go ahead and say that is. Let's go ahead and say that is. Yep. Why is that relevant?
It's irrelevant because if you're not letting people scrutinize your work, that's very sus to me, mate.
Really? Okay, so I forgot
Very
the copyright strike. I forgot the copyright strike that was given to Jeranism when he decided to criticize my work. Can you please tell me where those videos are? Oh, they're still up. Looks like they weren't copyright strike. Or what about Satanicism.com when he decided to take my video in full and decide to scrutinize it by making a transformative piece? Oh, no copyright strike there. Well, I guess you're full of shit, mate.
So you don't mind people scrutinizing your work on their channels? Yes or no?
Which is why it's been scrutinized multiple fucking times, douchebag. Look it up.
But when people scrutinize it, you just keep fucking shutting it down, mate. That is very dishonest, mate.
Yeah, which is why you haven't been able to provide any evidence of this.
You believe the Earth curves, okay? Now, what's your natural observed phenomenon that makes you think the Earth moves? Why don't we go through the scientific method and see how fake it?
Hang on, scientific method and say you fake it? What?
Why don't we go through the exact scientific method and see how you come up with trying to prove that the Earth curves, and not only curves, but it curves to a ball, A, and B moves. Not only through space, but rotates. Can you back that up by using the actual scientific method with a scientific hypnosis? Or
correct.
What's your observed phenomenon? First of all,
the exact observed phenomena that we were just discussing over the last 35 minutes. Where the fuck were you?
Okay, well, go on. I want you to repeat it then.
Oh no, I'm not going to repeat the whole damn thing. Go. You were obviously here listening.
You were so easily destroyed. You can't even prove the Earth fucking moves. You learn curves, mate, and you have to first.
Scotty, are you real? Hang on. Gavel. Scotty, we are talking about step 1, not step 3. Stick to the shape, which is the actual discussion.
Okay, so you're saying you can't prove it moves, which is your whole basis of your whole model. But don't talk about that. Don't talk about things you can't prove.
No, hang on, Red. Scotty, that is not what I'm saying. That is not what Red is saying. What we are saying is that is not the topic of discussion right now. As I was actually put to Travis earlier with his chosen verbiage, there is a difference between feeling the motion and detecting the motion.
Okay, so you can detect it, can you?
Yes, you can. But that is not the topic of this discussion.
How?
That is not the topic of the discussion right now.
Exactly, because you just get destroyed, because you can't prove it fucking moves. Common sense debunks the globe Earth, mate.
Okay, cool. So anyway, now that we can get back on the shape, let's go ahead and talk about that, shall we?
I love you, mate. You're just making yourself look like a fucking idiot. It's fucking hilarious.
I don't swing in that way. I mean, a lot of people are in love with me, but I have a girlfriend.
Because you can't prove the spin of the Earth, first of all.
Sorry, I have a girlfriend. I don't like it that way.
Hang on, Gavel. Scotty, I have to call you out as a liar right now because we have had multiple discussions, you and I, where I have explained to you how the motion of the Earth is directly measurable. To say that it's never been demonstrated to you,
about it, mate,
because that is not the topic of this discussion. To say it hasn't happened is being outright dishonest.
Are you really this fucking ignorant where you don't realize that motion is irrelevant to shape? Are you really that big of a fucking cuck? Please demonstrate to everyone how much of a fucking idiot you are by saying to everyone that you don't see that there's a difference there, that you don't see a difference in topic between motion and shape. Please prove that to everyone. Please demonstrate your ignorance.
What, please prove that you can't prove the Earth moves. Is that what? What are you talking about? Hey, have you gone mental?
We are talking about the shape, Scotty.
You
and I have had discussions about the motion.
So the Earth spin,
that is not the topic.
Earth spin didn't create the shape. So the Earth spin didn't create its shape. Is that what you're saying?
That is. We are not talking about
the Earth spin did not create its spherical shape.
It does not have anything to do with its shape, you fucking dumbass. It has something to do with hydrostatic equilibrium. The spin actually deforms the shape, you fucking cunt.
Yes.
I mean, you don't know the first fucking thing about science, and you you think you have the audacity to lecture me on how astronomy fucking works and how the shape of the Earth actually forms? Yeah, you don't
lights in the sky are moving. Don't you think lights in the sky prove that lights are moving in the fucking sky right now?
The shape of a globe? You're a fucking idiot, dude. Seriously. It's like holy shit, dude.
The Earth doesn't move, but don't let anyone else do that.
This is creepy.
like stick to the fucking topic if you can, dude. But dude, you're
Stick to
like,
reality. I'll stick to the topic once you stick to reality.
Yeah,
mate.
I do stick to reality, which is why I stick to the
always
round Earth
unprovable
model, you
fucking nonsense.
dipshit. You're the one that lives in a fucking fantasy land with
rocket to
flat
the
Earth
asshole.
and no gravity. You're the one that sticks to a fucking fantasy Earth that thinks the sun is literally 3,000 miles away.
I am so hard
When did
right
I
now.
say? When did I say the sun was 3,000 miles? Mate, you think the sun's 93 fucking million miles away, moron?
You believe in a fucking dome, for fuck's sake.
Wait, Scotty, it's not a belief, it's a measurement.
Oh, is it? How'd you measure it with your fucking dick, did ya? You 2 inches.
We can detect it.
Oh, I measured it with radar. Yeah, because the sun's something physical you can fucking measure with radar.
Yeah, except we didn't measure it directly with radar.
Again,
It's
again,
parallax.
Just
Realize Kepler's
just like
third
you
law, you
measure
fucking
gravitational waves, yeah? Oh, gravitational waves. Oh.
Hey, Scotty. Hey, Scotty, tell me what an interferometer means.
Oh, I love
Tell me what
saying Neil deGrasse
interferometer
Tyson and Bill Nye's cock. Oh.
God, the
Sorry, Red,
supercomputer is really smoking on this one, guys. This is the best that Flat Earth has. Can't tell
I
us
have never
shape
been
of
a
motion.
flat earther on cocaine in my life. This is the greatest
great.
ever.
The lesser
I have
ape has
never seen
been
a-
released.
Like
Oh my God.
seriously, this is basically the best that we have to offer. Than Flat Earth has been the ultimate dumpster fire.
It's like flat
All we
earther on
need now
coconut.
to make this night complete is just for Debbie to come in for 5 minutes and
Why the fuck do you do this shit to me, Kyle?
He's got
Debbie,
the gloves on. He's ready for Debbie.
Debbie.
It's bad enough you have a fucking iPhone, but now I have to deal with this shit.
We know that you're not feeling well, but just come in and say hello to
First of all,
everyone.
First of all, to be able to even invoke gravity, number one, the world works perfectly with density and buoyancy, and there being a real up and down, not a
Except it
universal
doesn't.
one, because we live in a bloody blue marble testicle in a vacuum on the space.
It doesn't actually.
On top of reason. Like,
Describe
that's
how
not
shit
reality.
falls in the vacuum. Then describe how shit falls in the vacuum. Then without your fucking density.
It falls because
you're
there's nothing.
fucking
You've changed the medium. You can't change the medium and say, "Oh, in a vacuum things fall because of this bullshit."
It's not a fucking vacuum, you fucking shithead.
Okay.
Welcome
You
to
have
science.
to prove.
Welcome
You
to
have
2018.
to prove the
Welcome
Earth is
to
a
the
globe that
satellite
you can
age,
stick to
motherfucker.
before you even
GPS,
invoke
bitch.
gravity, mate.
Scotty, you need to
Welcome to
invest
the
in
satellite
something
age.
if you're going to yell.
Red,
You know,
have you
well,
seen the
I'm
Earth
sorry.
movement?
Satellite
Oh, you haven't seen the Earth movement?
Just
Oh,
let
no
him
way,
go.
not really.
I love how you use Google Maps on your fucking Samsung.
Wow, that was harsh.
Hey, how does an
No,
astrolabe
coming back
work?
from that. I mean, bitch, when it comes to shit talking, you're fucking with the best. Just make sure you realize that.
Really? Well, fucking, if you say so, buddy.
Oh, don't
Hey,
worry.
hey, Red,
You won't be the first time a flat earther has been made my bitch.
Hey, Red, you believe in the Coriolis effect, yeah?
Believe in it or understand it?
You believe in it, yeah? Okay.
Believe in it or understand it? Be very careful about the words
just
you
like
use.
you constitute religion for facts. Okay, yeah, that's all right. Well, because the thing is, right?
What religion?
So
What
you're
religion?
saying
What
the
religion?
atmosphere.
What religion?
So you're saying
Come on.
the atmosphere and the Earth are connected. They move with each other, yeah.
I think I actually found someone who's
Take a
dumber
breath,
than
Scotty.
Bro Sanchez. I think I actually found someone who's dumber than Bro Sanchez.
No, Red. So
Oh,
does the atmosphere and the
wow.
Earth?
I
are they
know.
attached? No.
Was that a
Does the
little too
atmosphere
hard?
and the Earth move?
Let's not hit below the
Oh, yes or
belt
no?
now, Reds. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's
Was
up,
that too
Hey,
long?
Red.
Was that?
Red, does the atmosphere move the Earth? Yes or no?
No, the atmosphere does not move the Earth. What the fuck? What the
Scotty,
fuck
do
is
you
wrong
think
with you?
retard?
Hold on.
Retard
Hold on.
alert.
This
Where the
reminds me
fuck
of
are
something.
you
Scotty, do you think that you can go up in a helicopter and hover for a little bit of time and whatever country that you want to like land on will just roll over eventually? Like what's his face?
No. I'm trying to establish
Like
if
the
the
DTV?
atmosphere and the Earth move with each other in sync. Yes or no?
If you're a DTD, please don't reproduce.
No.
This has been a
Yes or
message
no?
from the
I'm
Red
asking you a simple fucking question you can't even answer. Does the atmosphere
just
and the
did,
Earth,
you
and
fucking
the Earth
cuck.
move with each other? Yes or no?
Clean the shit out of your ears and listen next time. I answered your question directly. You asked me,
Yes
does the
or
atmosphere
fucking no, you
move the
moron.
fucking
Does the
Earth?
Earth
And I
and the
said
atmosphere
no,
move
you
with
fucking
each other?
dipshit. Where the fuck are you getting that information from? The
I think
atmosphere
because
No,
there's a
moves
movie
the
he's
Earth.
red.
For the
Red,
Coriolis
Red,
effect to exist, you need a non-inertial reference frame. The atmosphere moves. The Earth moves. Where's your non-inertial reference frame for the coriolis effect? Go.
The fact that they're both in motion.
Exactly. Laughing at stupidity.